बज़ ख़वातीन व हज़रात, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। हम यहाँ मिशिगन एवेन्यू पे अपनी कश्मीरी भाइयों के साथ इज़हार यकजहती के लिए इकट्ठे हुए हैं और एहतजाज करने के लिए कि जो कुछ वहाँ पे हिंदुस्तान में उनके साथ बुरा सलूक किया जा रहा है, उसके लिए हम सरापा एहतजाज यहाँ पर पाकिस्तानी कम्यूनिटी शिकागो में इकट्ठी है ताकि हम उनका साथ दें और भारत से ये भरपूर मुतालबा करते हैं कि अक़वाम मुत्तहिदा की करारदादों के मुताबिक उन्हें हक़ खुद इरादियत का पूरा हक़ दिया जाए। जो करारदादें 1948 में मंजूर की गई और उसके मुताबिक आज का जनीवा कन्वेंशन के मुताबिक भी उन्हें पूरा हक़ है कि वो अपनी आज़ादी अपनी मर्ज़ी के मुताबिक अपनी ख्वाहिश के मुताबिक तो हम सरापा एहतजाज है और उनके साथ
हम मिशिगन एवेन्यू शिकागो में एहतजाज कर रहे हैं उस जुल्म के ख़िलाफ़ जो कि कश्मीर में हो रहा है, मुसलमानों के ऊपर हो रहा है, उन मजलूमों के ऊपर हो रहा है जिनको आज 50 दिन हो गए उनका खाना पीना बंद कर दिया गया है, उनके बच्चों को गोलियां मारी जा रही हैं। इस वक्त तक कश्मीर में 85 के करीब बच्चे जो हैं वो पैलेट गोलियां लगने से अंधे हो चुके हैं। हम उन मजलूमों के साथ हैं। आज हम उसको यकजहती के तौर पे मनाने के लिए यहाँ मौजूद हैं और हमारा मुतालबा है, अमेरिका से मुतालबा है, हमारा पूरी दुनिया से मुतालबा है कि कश्मीरियों को उनका हक़ आज़ादी दिया जाए जो उनका पैदाइशी हक़ है। हर मुसलमान का पैदाइशी हक़ है, हर इंसान का पैदाइशी हक़ है कि उसको आज़ादी दी जाए और आज़ादी उनका पैदाइशी हक़ है, उनको मिलना चाहिए। आज हम यहाँ पे इसलिए इकट्ठे हुए ताकि दुनिया को बता सके कि कश्मीरियों के साथ क्या जुल्म बर्बरियत हो रही है और सारी दुनिया उसके खिलाफ खड़ी हो जाए और हिंदुस्तान से वो आज़ादी मांग रहे हैं। जनेवा कन्वेंशन के तहत जो वहाँ पे बर्बरियत हो रही है उस पर भी जनेवा कन्वेंशन भी खामोश है, यूएनओ भी खामोश है। 1948 की करारदाद के मुताबिक वहाँ पे रेफरेंडम होना चाहिए था जो आज तक नहीं हुआ। हम उस रेफरेंडम का मुतालबा करते हैं, हम मुतालबा करते हैं कि उनका हक़ राय दही ईजाद किया जाए। कश्मीर बनेगा पाकिस्तान, कश्मीर बनेगा पाकिस्तान, कश्मीर बनेगा पाकिस्तान। हम क्या चाहते हैं, हम क्या चाहते हैं? शुक्रिया।
Indian forces out, out. Indian forces out, out. Indian forces out, out. Oh India, you will see. Kashmir will be free. Oh India, you will see. Oh India, you will see. Oh India, one day. You will pay, you will pay. Indian forces out, out. Indian forces out, out. Indian forces out, out.
Indian forces out, out.
What do we want? Freedom.
Freedom.
What do we want?
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 Freedom.
When do we want it? Now. When do we want it?
Now.
When do we want it?
Now.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Freedom.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Freedom.
When do we want it?
Now.
Oh Modi, you will see. Kashmir will be free. Oh Modi, you will see. Kashmir will be free. Oh Modi, you will see. Kashmir will be free. Oh Modi, you will see. Kashmir will be free. What do we want?
Freedom.
What do we want?
Freedom.
When do we want it?
Now.
When do we want it?
Now.
Oh Kashmir, you'll see. We will be free. We will be free. Oh India, you will see. Kashmir will be free. Oh India, you will see. Kashmir will be free. Indian forces out, out.
Indian forces out, out.
What do we want?
Freedom.
What do we want?
Freedom.
When do we want it?
Now.
When do we want it?
Now.
Oh India, you will see. Kashmir will be free.
India, you will see. Kashmir will be free.
Indian forces out, out.
Indian forces out, out.
We want freedom.
Freedom, freedom.
Stop killing Muslims now.
No,
Stop raping sisters now.
no, no.
What do we want?
Freedom.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Freedom.
When do we want it?
Now.
Oh, India, you will see. Kashmir will be free.
Kashmir will be free.
Oh, Modi, you will see.
Kashmir will be free.
Kashmir will be free.
Kashmir will be free.
Oh, India, you will see. Kashmir will be free. Oh, India, you will see. Kashmir will be free. What do we want?
Freedom!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Freedom!
When do we want it?
Now!
Indian forces of Kashmir. So, again, oh India, you will see, Kashmir will be free. Oh India, one day you will pay, you will pay. Indian forces out, out. Indian forces out, out. What do we want?
Freedom!
What do we want?
Freedom!
What do we want?
Freedom!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Freedom!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Freedom!
When do we want it?
Now!
Oh Modi, you will see, Kashmir will be free. Stop human civil rights violation. Please give us freedom, inshallah. Joe?
Human rights violation.
मुतालबा करते हैं कि उनका हक राय यही बात किया जाए। कश्मीर बनेगा पाकिस्तान, कश्मीर बनेगा पाकिस्तान।
Indian forces! Indian forces!
Alright, 4 and 6.
We want freedom!
Slow.
Okay. We can't block the entrance to this building. So what do we just turn around here?
कश्मीरी और हर पाकिस्तानी एक है। हम अपने मुल्क में पाकिस्तान में कश्मीर के साथ हर तरह साथ देने के लिए तैयार हैं। पीपल ऑफ पाकिस्तान कश्मीर के साथ जीने और मरने का अहद किए हुए हैं। मैं यहाँ अमेरिका की गवर्नमेंट और अमेरिका के लोगों के लिए एक रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ, एक दरख्वास्त करता हूँ कि दुनिया की अजमत इसमें नहीं है कि तुम्हारे पास बहुत मनी है, तुम बहुत एक अजीम मुल्क हो, हम मानते हैं, लेकिन अजमत सिर्फ जस्टिस में होती है। तुम्हें जस्टिस करना पड़ेगा, तुम्हें जस्टिस करना पड़ेगा, इसलिए कि अजमत जस्टिस में है। कश्मीरी लोगों के साथ
Come on, quickly.
Kashmir should have chance to live free or to live with Pakistan or India. So since 1948, Indian brutal forces, they are occupying Kashmir and some of the
Indian forces are saying it's a shame they should get out of the Kashmir, and the people of Kashmir should have the right of freedom. As the human freedom, the people of Kashmir should have also the right of freedom. Do you agree with that? Yes. Do you agree with that? Yes. The Indian forces should be out of Kashmir. Yes. Do you agree with that? Yes. Do you agree with that? Yes. Can we tell Obama government, Indian forces should be out of Kashmir? Do you agree with that? Yes. Modi. Down with? Modi. Down with? Modi. Indian forces. Indian forces. Indian forces. Again we say in 1948 UNO has a resolution like the people of Kashmir should have referendum to live free. Do you agree with this resolution? Yes. Do you agree with this resolution? Yes. And I want to begin with just brief words. And I know there will be people coming here and they will speak on the importance of Kashmir. But before we get to Kashmir, I want to talk a little bit about the importance of standing up for the rights of human rights. So not just for Kashmir. And I want to say that when it comes to humanity, most of us that are gathered here, and almost all of, when it comes to standing up for the rights of humans, we as Muslims do not differentiate. We as whatever you are, whether you're a Pakistani, whether you're Indian, whether you're a Bangladeshi, whether you're American, we don't differentiate between who the human being is. We follow whatever religion you follow. We as Muslims, we follow Prophet Ibrahim for a life, and he killed another human being to save a life. Jesus stood up for life of Mary Magdalene when she was being put down, and he stood up for her sanctity as well. So we don't differentiate. Just like we came today and we stood up for Kashmir, if there's a rally for the human rights violations in Cambodia, we will come here and we will do that. If there's a rally here for human rights violations in Nicaragua, in Cuba, anywhere in South America, if it's in Syria, if it's in Afghanistan, if it's in anywhere, we will do that. So we don't differentiate that. Now today we're here for Kashmir, so we're going to talk specifically about that, and we'll have speakers to do that. But we want to make that azm today, that as we walk out, the Quran says, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that when one life is taken away, and the Prophet ﷺ said that a life of a human being is more sanctioned by the house of Allah itself. So if one life is taken away, and Allah says that is more important than humanity itself. So if that one life is taken away, we will stand up and fight for that justice. With that said, the first person I want to bring out today is Brother Yasin Chauhan. He will come and speak to you briefly about the human rights violations in Kashmir. We say thank you to you, and we just want to say that Kashmir should be solved under the United Nations rules and regulations. We've been fighting since 70 years. There are more than 100 people are killed in 30 days, and there are so many kids and women are raped in occupied Kashmir. We want this time that the Modi government should stop here and move the 700 army which is sitting in Kashmir and killing since 10-20 years over there. We want to tell this media in the United States rules and the regulation, and there's the justice here. We want to tell the President Obama, you are the first and not the last. You are the first and not the last African American President of the United States. If you can help to solve the issue of Kashmir and the issue of Palestine, you are the best president in the history of the United States of America. But I am telling you, everybody please write your senators and the congressmen women to help to solve the issue of Kashmir. Since 70 years, we are standing with the Kashmiri peoples, and we are standing here until we have the last blood in our body. So I am just telling you, thank you very much, and I want to put this slogan. What do we want? Freedom! Freedom! What we want? Freedom! What we want? Freedom! Indian forces! Out, out! Indian forces! Out, out! Indian forces! Out, out! Indian forces! Out, out! What we want? Freedom! What we want? Freedom! What we want? Freedom! Indian forces! Out, out!
Rahim. My name is Mr. Raja Yaqub, and we are here today for the violation of civil rights and human rights in Kashmir. There are 13 million Kashmiri people. They have no choice for freedom. According to the UNO resolution in 1948, it was decided by the UNO to be a referendum for the people of Kashmir. They want to live free, they want to live in India or Pakistan. But it's unfortunately the Indian brutal forces in Kashmir for last 60 years, and 30 million people of this part of the global world, they don't have any right to resist, to stay. So we demand first to stop killing of the innocent Kashmiri people. We demand Indian forces should be out of Kashmir. We demand they should not kill the innocent women and children and old people. We demand like India should practice the resolution that was passed by the UNO in 1948. That's why we are here today. Thank you so much.
Stop killing! Kashmir will be free! Oh, India, one day you will pay! Indian forces out, out! Indian forces out, out! Indian forces out, out! Indian forces out, out! What do we want? Freedom! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Freedom! When do we want it? Now! Oh, India, you will see Kashmir will be free!
Oh, India, you will see Kashmir will be free.
Oh, India, one day you will pay, you will pay!
Oh, India, one day you will pay, you will pay.
Indian forces out, out! Indian forces out, out! What do we want?
Freedom!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Freedom!
When do we want it?
Now!
India, oh India, you will see Kashmir will be free.
Oh, India, you will see Kashmir will be free.
Oh India, one day you will pay, you will pay.
Oh, India, one day you will pay, you will pay.
What do we want?
Freedom!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Freedom!
When do we want it?
Now!
Oh India, you will see, Kashmir will be free.
Oh, India, you will see Kashmir will be free.
Oh Modi, one day you will pay, you will pay.
Oh, Modi, one day you will pay, you will pay.
Oh India, you will see Kashmir will be free.
Oh, India, you will see Kashmir will be free.
Indian forces out, out. Indian forces out, out. Indian forces out, out. Indian forces out, out. What do we want?
Freedom!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Freedom!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Freedom!
When do we want it?
Now!
Oh India, you will see Kashmir will be free.
Oh, India, you will see Kashmir will be free.
Oh Modi, you will see Kashmir will be free.
Oh, Modi, you will see Kashmir will be free.
What do we want?
Freedom!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Freedom!
When do we want it?
Now!
Oh India, you will see Kashmir will be free.
Oh, India, you will see Kashmir will be free.
Oh Modi, you will see Kashmir will be free.
Oh, Modi, you will see Kashmir will be free.
What do we want?
Freedom!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Freedom!
When do we want it?
Now!
Oh India, you will see Kashmir will be free.
Oh, India, you will see Kashmir will be free.
What do we want?
Freedom!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Freedom!
When do we want it?
Now!
Oh Modi, you will see Kashmir will be free.
Oh, Modi, you will see Kashmir will be free.
What do we want?
Freedom!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Freedom!
When do we want it?
Now!
Oh Modi, you will see Kashmir will be free.
Oh, Modi, you will see Kashmir will be free.
What do we want?
Freedom!
When do we want it?
Now! Freedom!
When do we want it?
Now!
Oh India, one day you will pay, you will pay.
Oh, India, one day you will pay, you will pay.
What do we want?
Freedom!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Freedom!
When do we want it?
Now!
Oh India, one day you will pay, you will pay.
Oh, India,
Kashmir will be free. What do we want? Freedom. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Freedom. When do we want it? Now. Oh Modi, you will see Kashmir will be free.
Oh, Modi, you will see Kashmir will be free.
What do we want?
Freedom.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Freedom.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Freedom.
When do we want it?
Now.
Oh Modi, you will see Kashmir will be free.
Oh, Modi, you will see Kashmir.
What do we want?
Freedom.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Freedom.
When do we want it?
Now.
Oh India, you will see Kashmir will be free.
Oh, India, you will see Kashmir will be free.
What do we want?
Freedom.
When? What do we want?
Freedom.
When do we want it?
Now.
Oh India, you will see Kashmir will be free.
Oh, India, you will see Kashmir will be free.
What do we want?
Freedom.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Freedom.
When? Oh Modi, you will see Kashmir will be free.
Oh, Modi, you will see Kashmir will be free.
Thank you, Brother Yasin. The next person I'd like to invite is Mr. Raja Yaqub to come here and speak briefly.
People of Kashmir, 14 million of people of Kashmir, still they are under the aggression of Indian brutal forces for last 70 years. In 1948, when Pakistan and India has a fight, the resolution in UNO, like Indian Kashmiri people should have choice to live free either with India or either in Pakistan. Also, according to the rules of Boundary Commission 1947, it was decided the people of their states, they are Muslims or Hindus, they can have choice to live either free or live with India or Pakistan. The people of Kashmir always have voted to live free or with the Pakistan. We don't say they should live with Pakistan, but we say as a human rights, as a civil rights, the people of Kashmir should have choice. They should have a freedom. All the humans on this global earth have the right of freedom. The people of Kashmir have also the right of freedom. Number two, 750,000 Indian brutal forces since last 30 years, they are killing the innocent Kashmiri people, our brothers, our sisters, our children, and they have killed us in 1 month more than 100 people. All we do, we condemn this brutality of India. All we want, the Indian forces should be out of the Kashmir. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Indian forces should be out of Kashmir.
Yes.
Also, Pakistan and India, they are two neighbor countries. Pakistan is the nuclear power. India is the nuclear power. If the war happens, it will be a big damage for all the region. So we want this should be a Kashmir issue should be resolved. A Resolution 1948 again, and the people of Kashmir should have choice to live free. People of Kashmir should have the right, their children, their older people, the boys and girls, they should not be killed brutally by the Indian forces. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Do you agree the Indian forces should be out of Kashmir?
Yes.
Do you agree the Indian forces should be out of Kashmir?
Yes.
We asked President Obama and his administration, like you have only few months left as a president. You say, like when you came in the power, you become president. You told to the people, like I will resolve the issue of the Kashmir between Pakistan and India. We again request you, President Obama, if you want to make a history, resolve this issue of Kashmir so the people of that region should live with the harmony and the peace. Thank you so much for listening and thank you so much for coming here today.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I am here today to represent the Christian community of Pakistan, and we are here to support the cause of Kashmiri people since they are suffering under Indian oppression for a long time, and the Security Council, the United Nations passed a resolution for self-plebiscite, and today we are asking them to implement those resolutions because according to the Geneva Convention, every human beings deserve a right of living freely, not under any kind of oppression, no matter if he belongs to any race, religion, or nationality or any creed. So today I support the people of Kashmir, and my presence here is to encourage them, and we are with you, and we really appreciate. We ask the Indian government to bring back all its forces from Kashmir and provide an opportunity for independence.
First of all, as a fellow Kashmiri, everybody's attention that for the past 52 days, all the people of Kashmir, almost 1 million Kashmiris, in their houses by brutal Indian occupation at gunpoint, and no one is even allowed to go out of their houses. So I urge all the global communities to pressurize politically, whether it's economically or through diplomatic means, to end this subjugation and brutal occupation of Kashmir. Thank you.
That came out, and I really want to talk about next steps. What do you do from here? We don't want to just stop here at the march. We want to talk about next steps, how to take this march forward. So that's where your local government, your local congressmen, your local representatives, reach out to your community. I urge the young people, the MSA groups and all those, get active. Get active. This is a huge issue, whether it's, Brother talked about earlier about human rights, and this is what it's about. Whether you're a Christian or whomever, we're here to protect the people, that are getting against their human rights. So we want to talk about next steps, take this a step further. Diversity, whether you're local communities or ladies that are out in the communities, reach out to the local congressmen, write letters, make phone calls, because you don't want to just stop here at the march. So I just thank you for the time coming out. Inshallah, Allah miyan mein kamyab kare.
Brothers and sisters, we are all here today to stand with those brothers and sisters in Kashmir and for their just cause. Thousands and thousands of those innocent people are being oppressed, and brutally they are being killed and put into myth just because they want to live a free life. Freedom is a God-given right to every human being. Every human being has the right to live free, and their freedom was guaranteed, and it was supported by many resolutions in General Assembly and UNO. It is an unfinished agenda of the partition of old India and the formation of the new countries as India and Pakistan. People in Kashmir should be given the right for the self-determination. They should be given the right to decide for their own future. And they have this right. They are being denied this right by the brutal regime of India, and unfortunately those who are champions of human rights, they are looking the other side. The UNO or other international forums, our own country, United States of America, the European Union, everybody has the responsibility and the moral responsibility to rescue and to support this voice of Kashmiri men and women and children. So we are here, let just cause, we are here to give our full support to the cause of these brothers and sisters in Kashmir. This is their right, and no one should remain behind from supporting them. Thank you very much.
So-called the biggest democracy has been exposed because of the brutal killing, rape and torture of innocent Kashmiris in the Kashmir in the valley of Kashmir, which is held by India through the armed forces for the last 70 plus some years. We demand, and I quote, Honorable Mr. Ramsey Clark, who has just released his press release about the atrocity being committed by Indian armed forces in the Kashmiri held Kashmir. He said that this has exposed the ugly face of Indian so-called democracy and the atrocities being committed on the women, children who are seeking nothing but right to the self-determination. We stand not only our fellow human and civil rights coalition partners, but also American Muslim Task Force, the umbrella of all the Muslim American organizations, stand shoulder to shoulder with our brothers and sisters in the occupied Kashmir.
Situation in Kashmir is dire. Situation in Kashmir is horrible, but unfortunately, this horrible situation didn't draw the attention of the international world, international media, and international community. The reason is international media and international community do not understand the issue of Kashmir perspective. They think that this issue, Kashmir issue or Kashmir conflict is conflict between India and Pakistan. It is a territorial dispute between two countries, and sometimes they side with India because of apparent hypocrisy and democratic face of India. Actually, let me tell you, issue of Kashmir is not a issue of conflict between two countries. It's not a territorial dispute. It is not a religious dispute. It is not any other political dispute, but it is a dispute of human rights. It is a dispute of issues. It is a dispute of people's basic rights which are granted to them by United Nations and by United Almighty Allah. Let me tell you that people of Kashmir started their freedom movement even before partition of Pakistan and India, before partition of subcontinent, before Pakistan came into being and India came to being. People of Kashmir started their movement and they liberated large area of Kashmir, which called now Azad Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan, and they were about to throw the Indian ruler and Indian forces out of Kashmir, but this was India which brought the issue in United Nations, and United Nations asked for ceasefire between India and Pakistan and promised that United Nations will give the Kashmiri people the right of self-determination, but unfortunately, tragically, till today, it's never happened. And before India, let me tell you to the United States and thinkers of the United States, you think India is your friend, you think India is your market. Let me tell you, India is not reliable. India was part of Russia. And India was opposing United States on every forum and supporting Russia. But when India saw that Soviet Union is disintegrating, India cleverly switched its affiliation with America, and now America thinks that India is American friend. My friends, India is not American friend. India is not friend of anyone, and even India is not friend of his Hindus, low-caste Hindus. Those are suffering in thousands every day in India. Go and see in India what is real India. Real face of India is really ugly. If you want to see that, go in India, meet the Christians, meet the Muslims, meet the Sikhs, and meet the low-caste Hindus, and you will know what is the India. And let me tell you, I want international community, I want international media to be fair with us. We don't have an oil reserve, we don't have other resources, but believe me, we are a human being like you. We have daughters, we have sisters, we have sons. Our sisters are crying, they are raping our sisters, they are killing our children, and not force India to hold plebiscite in Kashmir. We will continue our struggle. And you know, India and Pakistan have fought 3 wars. 3 wars. At that time they were having a conventional weapon. Now they have a nuclear weapons. A nuclear war can erupt any time in that part of the world. That nuclear war can deadly kill millions of people in India and Pakistan and in subcontinent. That could be very disastrous for the whole region and for whole world generally. So it's responsibility of every human being who loves human rights, who respect human rights, who believe on democracy, who believe on humanity, come forward and support us, support the cause of Kashmir. And at this time, let me tell you another thing. India and Pakistan, population of both countries, 70% of their population is living under poverty. People are dying with hunger in India and Pakistan. But they are spending more of their resources in building armaments and nuclear and bombs and tanks. If Kashmir issue have been solved, these all resources can be rediverted towards the infrastructure, towards improving health, towards improving education, and towards improving businesses. We are not against the people of India. People of India are being exploited. They deserve a better life. People of Pakistan deserve a better life. People of South Asia deserve a better life. And that can be only achieved after the solution of Kashmir issue to avoid the third nuclear war. To avoid the third nuclear war. To avoid the nuclear world war. It's imminent to stop atrocities and implement the UN resolution. And before ending, I would like to repeat great saying of great civil rights leader, Dr. Martin Luther King, who wrote from his jail that injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Now say, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. We want peace. Now, please, answer my slogan. We want freedom. We want freedom. Kashmiri want freedom. Kashmiri want freedom. Kashmiri want freedom. Who is terrorist? Modi is terrorist. 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 What we want plebiscite. We simply want plebiscite. What we want. 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 Plebiscite. Thank you very much. All of you came here and make this event successful.
ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين فانصرنا على القوم الظالمين فانصرنا على القوم الظالمين سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله.